Howdy, welcome back to, well, another little video. We have a lot of stuff to do, and it is, I would say, mid-afternoon, and I've gotten not much of it done. I'm a little sluggish today, technically, a little bit of a day off, but I still have some work to do, which is, how it normally is, so whatever. First things first, I gotta finish up the video for this right here, this thing that you're looking at, which hopefully by the time you're watching this has been up. The video for this has been up already. I've been using it for a little bit now, and we gotta make a little bit of review video. Pretty stoked for that. But in between all that, I have to get some shop stuff taken care of. I have to get some design work taken care of, and I gotta check in with my shoots for tomorrow and the next day, make sure we're all still good to go with that. A lot of stuff had to be rescheduled because of all the ice. Not a big deal. That's what we're doing for right now. Motivation, not so good. All right, so I do have a few little sticker orders I need to take care of. And by a few, I just mean two. One of them's already done. The other one is just gonna take a few moments, not very long, but I have to catch up on a few other things, like cutting down instruction thingies and stuff, all the little bits and bobs that go in with all my little sticker orders and junk that I've been putting off for like a week or so. In addition to that, I also have to take down this extra set of curtains here that we put up because it was cold for like a week. For a week, we were kind of floating in and out of the teens, and this house is fairly old, so it doesn't do the greatest job of keeping out the cold, keeping the heat in. So we put up a few extra curtains and stuff here because this room, big old window, well, not big old window, but there's a window right here next to my workstation. I normally would just run benchmarks of Cyberpunk, Red Dead 2, just run benchmarks, heat up the machine, heat up the room, which would normally do a good job when, we have normal winter, like 40s, 50s. Yeah, it brings it up to like 70 degrees, but during the cold snap, it was about 51 degrees in here, about 52 degrees in here. Putting up the curtains kind of brought it to a reasonable 55, 58, give or take. Yeah, that's on the list too. A lot of little things today, a lot of little things. Okay. Here's where we are. We've kind of got a little bit of bookkeeping, a little bit of, other stuff taken care of. I'm trying to figure out right now if we're gonna take care of this first, or if we're gonna take care of some design work I need to do. I think I'm gonna opt for taking care of a little bit of design work. Why, it's so hard to say. But I kind of don't want to sit around. I kind of want to move around, which is kind of a bummer. So I think I'm gonna get that out of the way first because I think I'm looking forward to that the least right now because I don't really want to sit still. We're gonna do that. Then we're gonna take care of sticker decal stuff, and then we're gonna have the rest of the day to take care of this. I've been using these for a little bit now, and I already have, one, formed my opinion. Two, it's just formed my opinion. It's long story short, the microphone on here is kind of something to keep an eye on. Anyway, let's do some boring stuff, and then we'll do some stuff that's a little bit more engaging right now. Don't get me wrong, I love designing, and that's like kind of used to be my bread and butter before I became a photographer, but I just don't want to sit still right now. The sun's out, I kind of want to be outside, but that's how it is sometimes. I get to be outside tomorrow. Well, for a little bit anyway. I'm rambling. Let me, my shrimp. I gotta get to work, hold on. I have apparently forgotten a few things I was kind of needing to do today. But it's kind of okay. I'm not going to stress out about it. I needed to, one, clean the windshield of my car because it is kind of gross. It's not bad. I cleaned it, but I need to clean it better with Windex and such, just because it's kind of hard to see when things get a little bit foggy. But I can do that tomorrow, so not that big of a deal. The other thing was I was needing to update a few things in said car, but again, that can wait till tomorrow, because right now I'm doing this. We are almost at a point where I can start working on the sponsor video I'm supposed to be doing. But first, I have to finish this up, which I think, now that this has been up here for 4 or maybe 5 days, I liked how dark it got in here. With this kind of how it is normally, with no curtain in front, it gets nice and bright. But when I am working on stuff like editing or design or videos or whatever, I like to kind of darken everything and then run my lights all nice and colorful like. But during the day, it's not the darkest. So we might put a curtain up here. So we might get the hardware for it and maybe either hang this, or honestly, the lighter curtains in there were kind of nice. So we might do like an inverse kind of situation where we have a dark kind of blackout curtain here and some light reflecting, or just maybe swappable curtains. Granted, these are swappable. You might know what I mean. Anyway, this isn't completely done yet. I need to get these in the dryer for a little bit because they need to be dusted off. I don't really think I need to run through a wash or anything like that, but I do want to check them in the jar. Little what's it called? One of those fabric sheet things. One of those, and just let them kind of dust out, just in case it gets really cold again. I hope it doesn't, but just in case. So now, really all I have to do next is kind of focus in on what I'm gonna do for the video. I might either shoot all the talking parts right now, but I think what I'm gonna do is write out my shot list and kind of what I wanna go over, just so I can make it super fast, super expedited. Small chance I might do the B-roll stuff tonight, but I don't think so. I have a shoot tomorrow, so I kind of want to decompress before that. I have a shoot tomorrow and the day after that. So usually when I have back-to-backs, I kind of try to minimize what I'm doing just to kind of keep my head focused a little bit better on said shoots. Okay. This is good, this is good. I'm waiting for the dryer, so we're gonna do that in a little bit, but yeah, I think that's where we're gonna go. I have to get back to a few emails, so there's still a little bit of admin work, but I wanna cut that off probably in the next half hour or so because it's already getting later in the evening. I am also really, really hoping to get a few things on order so I can kind of tidy up all this stuff on the wires, and like, look at that. It's been, I think like years at this point, but yeah, I really wanna get that started because 'tis a new month, and like I was saying last month, I want to get this started right around now. Okay, yeah, focus, we gotta focus. Okay, we kind of got everything scripted out, which is wonderful in my book. Makes it easier for me when I have to start doing things, so I don't have to keep track of everything that I'm wanting to do, because I tend to lose track of stuff. Now that I think about it, it's time to start going back to making lists. I used to make lists of everything I need to do for the day, but I kind of gotten out of practice, mainly because I got into a habit of just doing things, and that kind of burned me out. That's kind of like a whole nother topic, but I need to get back to that. I need to get back to setting up the to-do list, all that fun stuff. Yeah. In case you haven't noticed, we're kind of reaching the end of the day here, so I'm going to say bye for now. But I'll be back soon, obviously with another video. I don't know what I'm going to do next as far as what's coming up in the queue, so you're going to have to stay tuned. I do know that tomorrow I have a shoot downtown, and I'm going to take you with me because I did this last week, but I kind of forgot to bring you with me. Like I got there early, and yeah, we're not gonna forget this time. Anyway, like, share, subscribe if you want. If you don't, I don't care. You do you. Yeah, that's it. I gotta go. Okay. Hold on. Let's figure this out. How about there? Okay. Okay, bye.